my channel and to an impromptu video vlog. I'm not sure if this qualifies as a vlog, but that's what I'm categorizing it, because it's not a podcast and it's not an It With Me and it's certainly not a tutorial. But as I was going through my stash, just browsing, I kept thinking, I love this yarn. Ooh, this is a treasure. Oh, I'm so lucky to have this. I know it's material things, but you know, these thoughts do go through one's mind, especially with lovely yarn. So I started pulling all those lovely little bits out, and I decided to share them with you. So here are the top 10 treasures from my stash. And these are in no particular order, because that would just be too difficult. I wouldn't be filming this ever if I had to choose the order of which they come in. So they're all right here beside me. I'm just gonna pick one randomly, show it to you, because it's fun to look at pretty yarn, isn't it? So first up is this lovely skein of non-nylon sock yarn from Hey Mama Wolf. This is sock yarn number 4. It's 80% wool and 20% rami, non-superwash, mold sling free and plastic free. Yes, and this is dyed with black, LAC, and indigo organic vat. This just means the top. And it's dyed in June 2017. So I got this yarn, yes, in 2017 at Jyväskylä Knit Fest. So I think it's time to knit this one. That's what I think whenever I pick any yarn from my stash. It's time to knit this one. But I think it really is. This is also such a truly gorgeous color. I'd really love to see the fabric that it forms. And I'm also really curious to try non-nylon sock yarns, which I keep saying and never trying, so hopefully soon. On that one, you can actually keep me accountable, remind me. Alright, so the next one, I actually have 5 skeins of this. This is Davstone Natural Aran by Baram. It's shade 3, and lot is called Armley. Don't know what that means, but yeah, they had, I think, 5 shades of these natural undyed colorways in their Davstone. Bases, I think they have Aran and DK, and mine is Aran, and I got 5, and I got these from Edinburgh Yarn Festival last year, and I would really love to knit these up into a sweater to wear to the next Edinburgh Yarn Festival. I'm not going to even aim or just even say out loud that I'm gonna knit whatever I bought last year before the next festival, but this lot I would actually like to knit. And this is, I bought this with Jonna Hietala's Mon Manet sweater in mind. So I think that's a really quick knit as far as sweaters go. So it could be doable. It's about 2 months to Edinburgh. It's on towards the end of March, and today is January the 17th. So I got 2 months or so to knit it. It should be doable. Right, and then the next one is a single skein of DK weight wool and vine smitten DK. This is the colorway Taiga, and I think it's the prettiest neutral imaginable. And I love it. I think a hat or a mittens from this would be gorgeous. But these wool and vine yarns are so hard to come by. The shop updates sell out super quickly, plus all the expensive shipping and the expensive custom charges. These yarns, I cannot buy them on regular basis. So I just keep treasuring it. but it's such a pretty yarn. The next one is a relatively new addition. I got this in December. If you watched my Vlogmas, you'll have seen this. I think I also showed it in my podcast episode. But this is Ruukin Kehräämös alpaca yarn with silk, and it is fingering weight. And yeah, Ruukin Kehräämö just means the spinning mill in Ruukki. And again, this is a really, really pretty color, and the feel of this yarn is wonderful. So yeah, a summer shawl is what I had in mind, but I don't know of pattern. I might actually do one of the Garden Delights shawls that I published last summer instead of 3 single skein fingering weight shawls. I could actually do one of those with this. That's an excellent idea. Then another treasure that I don't know when I will find what I would consider the pattern worthy of the yarn. I've got 4 skeins of Isolda's blend number 1. This is no longer available, the yarn. She no longer makes this, so I don't know what this would be good for. It's a really gorgeous blend of merino, poleward, and warbles. This is a sport weight yarn. Yeah, and it's the undyed 4 skeins. Hit me with pattern ideas. Then I have a whole bunch of Lanitum Ex Machinas or Ex Machinas yarns in my stash, and I could pull out every single one of them for the treasure section. But this is her merino silk twist base in a Game of Thrones club colorway called Valar Morghulis. And I think this one represents her color dyeing style and colorways. It's a dark, it looks, at first glance, it looks like a semi-solid colorway. When you look at it more closely, it's got pale blues, greens, purples, browns. There's all sorts of colors blending gorgeously together. I've got just the single skein of this, and I really don't know what to knit with this. This would be gorgeous as socks, but a silk, merino silk blend base, not gonna knit socks with it. So a shawl, or if I find good other similar bases, I don't know what I'm saying, yarns with similar bases that go with this color, I could maybe a sweater, a cardigan, I don't know, but it's just stunning, and she is super talented. Speaking of talented dyer friends, Tascan Knits, I've got a couple of colorways from her in my stash in different bases, but this one is her fur base. It's a single ply superwash merino base, and this one is called Ruby's Song. And the reason that this one rates very high on my treasure scale is that this was a gift from Maria when we last saw each other in Edinburgh last year. And it's a truly stunning, again, a semi-solid base with a myriad of color variations on a shawl, definitely a single ply yarn, that's for a shawl. But I think I want to pair it with something, a palish gray. I think I need to add that to my violet, the palish gray single ply yarn to pair this with for a nice cozy shawl. Alright, so that's 7 down and 3 to go. I should have maybe done the number 5, number 6 to keep it more interesting for you, but yeah, let's continue. Again, I have a ton of yarn from Tricoterie, a French dyer. She sells through, I think she has a shop on Etsy, but she mostly sells through her Ravelry group. And there are gorgeous, gorgeous colorways, and she's really talented at making gradients, which I, again, have a ton of, but this one spoke to me right now. And this is a sock Donegal nap. It's called Fraser's Ridge. I'm a huge Outlander fan, both the books and the series. And this is a fingering weight base. So it's got a lot of gorgeous colors and then the gorgeous nips. I have no idea what I could knit with this one. No idea. But it's so beautiful. I'm pretty content with just looking at it. But if you have any pattern ideas where I could use this, do let me know. Because I think beautiful yarn deserves to be knit as well. So, all right. Then number 9, this is an odd one because I've actually used part of it already. This is Porsche yarn, and it's Miranda Heavy Lace is the base, and the color is If Your Eyes Were Not the Color of the Moon. I originally had 3 skeins of this, and I've knit, I don't remember the name of it, but like shrug with this. It was by Hannah Fettig, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. And I loved it. I loved knitting with this. I love the item. I wear it often. This is, gosh, the tag's gotten a bit colored. Discolored, I should say. 70% baby alpaca, 20% silk, and 10% cashmere. So it feels heavenly, and it's super warm, even though this is the heavy fingering, light fingering heavy lace. So it has 650 yards, 600 meters in the 100 gram skeins. So I believe I've got about 80 grams of this, so quite a lot. And I have no idea what to do with this, but I cannot let it go, because the shade is beautiful. It feels heavenly, like I've said now a million times, and yeah, it's just such a pretty yarn. So it's definitely one of my treasures. And number 10, the last one, it looks like a mess, but this is hand dyed by me, natural dyed by me. One of my aunts, several years ago now, probably, I don't know, 7 years ago, taught us how to dye weight plants. But I think this is purple, so I think we used cochineal for this one, and then a mordant. I don't remember, because I haven't done it since, but we were at my other aunt's cottage and dyed a whole bunch of yarn. So I have this, I have a palish pink, orange and green. Some of them have been used, but this one I have enough for a sweater. And again, I'm just looking for that perfect pattern. I don't know, but it's a really special yarn with all the memories, and because it's done by me. And it's I think this is about worsted weight or DK weight, and it's, I think, 100% Finnish wool. Not sure if it's actually the wool is from Finland, but it was Birtin Keihrämys yarn, so I think they used Finnish wool. Anyway, so a lot of these treasures are without plans. Some of them had plans. This one and this one definitely have plans. Oh, and the sock yarn, just need to pick a pattern. These have plans. The others I just love. Do you have yarn like this? Let me know like your most treasured yarn or your top 3, 10, however many you want to write. Because I'm always open to learning about new yarns. I love going browsing for yarns. Even if I don't buy it that second, it'll go on my mental wish list and I'll check it out whenever I'm looking for something new. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't subscribed, you can do so by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you'll know when I upload new content, which is on a weekly basis. And if you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and I hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye!